wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium.
Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Let's go! Drill 52. Lance going to put it up right away. This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Niners at 2-13 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
To throw, it's Lance.
And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You talk about this Jets defense.
They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Danny Gray,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they called his number in this one.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. Down the left sideline.
That one good for 37 yards.
A gain of 37 yards.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers.
A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Hall. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. One more time with Hall. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Trouble, 38. Hut, 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 hut.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Got it. Set, go.
Play action, now it's Lance. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Lance going to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Ready.
Throwing is Lance on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Hardman on the return. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Ball red. Right blue. Set.
And Lance now to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, they're going option play on 3rd down. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier.
22 needle.
Now they're out there again to try once more.
Ready.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And it is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Hut, hut.
Off of play action. Here's Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lance. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Down the left sideline. He may go. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. 119 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Aaron Rodgers. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Down.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Here's Lance.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Rodgers.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be.
You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at about the 28. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And Lance will try again on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now Lance. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Ready?
On the option right is Lance. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Striker, 3-3. Blue striker. Ready, ready.
Lance now on first down. That's to the former Alabama man, Cameron Latu. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
49er. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Lance to throw it. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six, and now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they are moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Yeah, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. And Lance's throw caught by Gray. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Lance. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Lance now on first down. He'll get this to his tight end, Latu. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Lance again. This caught by Latu, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And they're going to speed things up here. On second down, here's Lance. And he's got it. And the 49ers are going to be set up for the first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Come on,
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
watch out now. 50 Fury. Mega, mega. Go pink.
Debo going in motion left.
Ready?
Again, McCaffrey. They'll fight for the end zone, but they will stop him again. Shy of the goal line. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here. There he goes, left side. Breece Hall. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Working from the gun, Lance. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He's got a man, that's caught, left sideline. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Lance looks to throw again.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Ready up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Ready.
On the option, running left is Lance. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Once more from the 11, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Shotgun now for Lance. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Gain of 5. It's 4th down.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4.
Red, yellow. Ready?
Desperation time here. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's their sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Hey, 88.
They'll run again. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 232 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he will have a Jets 1st down, and that should just about do it. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And the Jets 1st down.
Here's Hall again.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. They have not seen that much today.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
First down, New York.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the